Me and D's used to hit up Justin's all the time. They used to have a setup where you pay $20 to get in and you drink for free the rest of the night. Now, dating myself, I'm 25 years old in this spot by the bar, and there are these women in their 30s, fucking 37 now, you know what I'm saying? But these women in their 30s, this is like 2010. They see me, find me to be attractive. These motherfuckers grabbing ass like I'm just a piece of meat. Me. Has a girl ever dedicated a song to you? Which one? That I know of. Okay, the only person that I know that has ever admitted to me that I can remember, mind you. Now, my memory is selective at times, but I will say that it was someone that I grew up with, and we know each other since middle school and being on the bus, listening to music, you know what I'm saying, tripping, the shit that we do, you know what I'm saying, at John Yates Middle School, Nansen River Middle School, Suffolk, shout out, 757, you know what I'm saying, hopefully I'm representing us well through this platform for those of us that are from there. But I'll say that the song that was dedicated, and I didn't find this out until we were adults, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those things where, I used to like you in school type shit. And I used to have a crush on her too. I really did. I was crushing hard on her. And she told me, because she had came to, she was coming to Miami to visit. I think her and her girls were coming, they were coming from like Cali or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, just chilling, we were out there talking and whatnot, and finally engaging with her. You know when you see somebody as an adult versus you being a child, it's a new challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, the girl that you used to crush over, how are things going to work? You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And we got to spend some time out there on South Beach. One hell of a night. That was one hell of a night walking South Beach. Not sure if anybody has ever walked South Beach like in club hours, but you never know what you're gonna see. You never fucking know what you were going to see out there. But it was a good time. It was us and our friends and shit like that. So it was cool. It was cool. But I'm giving you the backstory so I can land my plane with this song that's of choice. So she goes back, flies back to Cali, and we get to talking on the phone or whatever. we're talking on the phone and whatnot. This is about 2009. So what am I? 24. It's like 24, 25. You know what I'm saying? And talking on the phone. And, we're just talking, I'm at work, you know what I'm saying, mid shifts, for those of us that work the late night shift, and there's very few people that are willing to stay up, that late with you, communicate with you, entertain, and all that. But we're just talking, we're talking about like growing up, we're talking about school, and mentioned to me that, and again, I was too young to receive a said, gesture, if you will, emotional gesture. But dedicated Lauryn Hill's X Factor. You know what I mean? I never really listened to the lyrics. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I just know they played that shit out like through the summers on BET. Like all the music video shows they used to have. Cedar's World, you know what I'm saying? Not the box, but the hit. I forget what it was, but it was like similar to the box and whatnot. BET Hits or something. Yeah, I think it's called like BET Hits. But they showed every fucking show that they had for music videos, that one was blasted. Of course, Drake, brought that back, resurged that popularity for it with Nice for What. But like listening to the lyrics, it could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. So my guess is like most of the time when I was in high school and middle school, I had, my self-esteem was low. I didn't really believe that any woman, what I'm saying? I say woman, any girl was like into me. I just didn't have that faith in myself. You know what I mean? Strangely enough, like knew you were cute, cute boy, but very playful. You know what I'm saying? And didn't wear like the latest fashion, the latest clothes. I just was all around just a good kid. Did my damnedest to be just a good kid because that's how I thought I could get attention. The funny good kid, just thinking about it, I didn't realize that this individual felt that way. And, that has happened on many occasions in life. But the song itself is like, that's one, if you're gonna have a song be dedicated to you, man, that's I would say one of the best written songs, I believe, in my own estimation of music and what I've listened to be dedicated to you. And, we're young. Even in that, looking back now, being 37 now and being 24 and her being 25 then, we're kids, but to know that someone could feel that way about you, it's a lot to take on. And at that time, I definitely was rejecting, I wasn't emotionally available, hell of a lot worse than what anyone could ever say about me now, when it comes to that. Because it's just like the chase is fine. The chase doesn't really require emotion. But when you finally catch, when you're a dog or whatever, you finally catch that car that you chase, you don't know what to do. You don't know how, because you've never been taught, you've never been taught love. So you wouldn't know love if it hit you in the fucking face. You know what I mean? At least effective love. You know what I mean? Like the love that you're used to is something that I don't believe anybody should ever feel. I wouldn't want anybody to ever feel this type of love that that I would consider to be normal. But to create and learn unconditional love and what that means, I don't think a lot of us aren't fit to love someone unconditionally. But you definitely want to start with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself unconditionally. That is one relationship that you have to have. If you can love yourself unconditionally and have healthy boundaries for yourself, it will shape all the relationships around you. But like that song, the song itself, X Factor, is powerful. It's a very, very powerful record. That's essentially why Lauryn Hill won so many Grammys for that album, because she's just an amazing songwriter. Beautiful voice, you know what I'm saying? You fell in love with Lauryn Hill in Sister Act 2. You know what I'm saying? Like when she was singing His Eyes on the Sparrow, and then of course Joyful, Joyful. You're like just killing it. And not only can she sing, she can spit. Lauryn Hill can spit. She can do it. She can do it all. You know what I mean? Like the skill set, the passion that this woman has for music, it knows no bounds. So like when that record was dedicated, I didn't really set in then. Like I just didn't realize that this person felt this way about me. Like, because again, back then I was putting everybody on a pedestal, especially in middle school and high school. There were so many young ladies that I just thought were Kelly Kapowski, Patty Mayonnaise, or Maxine. I wasn't too crazy about Laura, or DJ, or the oldest, you know what I'm saying, or just the Zaria even Zaria from The Parenthood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would put them in that category of beauty. You know what I'm saying? And like when you're young and beta, you don't see yourself as a valuable option for a woman. So, and you just try your best not to fuck it up. You know what I mean? You totally just lose yourself around a pretty girl. And pretty girls make me nervous, like they did. They really did. It really made me nervous back then. And, but now I would say that same nervousness comes in, but it's better under control. You know what I mean? It's like that masculine frame protects you from a lot of stuff. And stoicism, you know what I'm saying? Like practicing stoicism and not really showing much physical emotion. You know what I mean? Might express it verbally. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the physical aspect, it's held together a lot better than when I was in middle school and high school. But that song, like I say, that song, X Factor, I definitely, if you haven't ever listened to the record, I recommend that you do. And you can just see like, the passion that this woman, this love that she has for this, love interest in the song. But to have that like dedicated to me, back then, like I said, back then, I did not know how to receive it. I was still, flabbergasted, if you will, that this person in particular felt this way about me. But it's dope, you know what I'm saying? Like it's dope that, again, somebody could share that, because I'll just say it, I'm not used to that type of expression. Especially back then in my life, you know what I mean? It was a lot of chasing being done by me, but as far as like having a woman having the courage, the vulnerability to share her the way she feels through song is for us music heads, you know what I'm saying? Like if we know what that means to share that. Like I'm sure those of us hear records and it's like they're speaking to your soul about something that you've been through. You know what I mean? One song for me that I thought about this relationship that I was in. It was called Better Man by Little Big Town. It's a country song. And, just in reverse, obviously, because they're talking about being a better man, but it's just like the things that they were talking about, especially I Told You So by Carrie Underwood, and originally by Randy Travis, which is another country song. And they actually have a joint together where, Randy does the second verse and she kind of does the first verse. But I like country songs. I like country music because of the stories and the passion that they have, that it captures. But a lot of those 70s soul records will fuck you up. Zoom will fuck you up by the Commodores. Donny Hathaway records, for sure. I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know by Donny Hathaway is another one that will, like, if you're going through a breakup or if you're in a, you and your love interest are not, seeing eye to eye at the moment. It is one of those that will definitely keep you in a dark room, just contemplating what you want to do with that person. But Lauryn Hill, X Factor, great song. I appreciate being dedicated that song based off of what those lyrics, say, what they mean. But that's the one time that I can speak on, knowingly that a person has dedicated a song to me. Lauryn Hill, X Factor. What are your thoughts on women making the first move? My thoughts are, a woman making the first move, let's just say I'm not picking up on cues or something like that. I have no issue with a woman making the first move towards me. I got an issue with a woman operating in her masculine, talking to me like a nickel, approaching me. Because I'm not attracted to men. All respect to all gay men, who like men. I don't like men, okay? No, I'm not attracted to men, point out that a man's attractive, but I don't have an attraction for men. I'm not trying to fuck men, you know what I'm saying? But if a woman approaches me in her feminine form, I would say assertive, not aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Assertive, and it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's very focused to the point. But playful, because women naturally are passive, and when it comes to certain things, you know what I mean? And not to say that men aren't either, but we're talking about dating, And yes, men, you know what? You get what the fuck I'm saying, damn it. Don't start doing that shit, ladies, where y'all just be like, well, y'all do it too. Listen, this is not the time for that shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like throwing subtle cues trying to get a nigga's attention is what I'm talking about. And so like when a woman that approaches, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's about chemistry, right? And conversation. Because been dating since, I don't fucking know, man. I was probably 16, didn't know shit. I wouldn't say I wouldn't take any of the dating I was doing seriously until about 24, 25 range. That's when I really started to hone in on the fact that, damn, I think I know what I'm doing as far as like courting and, taking a woman out and all that shit, With what I've done, like a woman approaching me, it was one time where I was in J.E.T.Sense. Is it called J.E.T.Sense? I think it was called J.E.T.Sense in Fort Lauderdale, I think. I don't know. I have to ask D's about that, my boy D's. What up, D's, man? Me and D's used to hit up J.E.T.Sense all the time. They used to have a setup where you pay $20 to get in and you drink for free the rest of the night. Now, dating myself, I am 25 years old in this spot by the bar. And there are these women in their 30s, fucking 37 now, you know what I'm saying? But these women in their 30s, this is like 2010. They see me, find me to be attractive. These motherfuckers grabbing ass like I'm just a piece of meat. Me, grabbing my little ass. My ass, grabbing. That's what they did. And I felt violated, but I smiled because I understand the ignorant shit that we do to women. Well, I'll say that collectively as men, just grabbing ass for people you don't even know. You know what I mean? As a tactic. But, they just grabbed ass and, I don't know. I was intimidated a little bit. I was a little bit intimidated. The fact that these grown ass women out here having a girls' night just saying, fuck it. He cute, let me grab his ass, But just hitting, just saying stuff, flirting and stuff like that. They were having fun. It was a girls' night. It's like having social awareness, recognizing that they were there to enjoy themselves, and that's what they, and that's what they did. But as far as like women, like making the first move, like I said, don't talk to me like a man. Don't talk to me like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me like a feminine woman. You know what I'm saying? Use some of your feminine energy. If you ain't all the way, you know what I'm saying, feminine, like prissy type shit, just use just a little bit of tactic, as if you were doing customer service or some shit for Chick-fil-A or a telemarketing company. Don't talk to me like you work at the fucking bar and you asking me if I want a drink, nigga. I don't talk. I'm not going to be responsive to that shit. I am attracted to women who operate in their feminine. Don't get me wrong, there are attractive women that I've met in my life, and then they display their masculine energy. See, the thing is, from a long-term standpoint, that's not going to work, because over time, I'm going to have to accept my role as the feminine while she's operating in her masculine. We have to decide. You coming into this frame, lady. I got a frame that's built and made for you to operate in your fucking feminine. Okay? In your feminine. You can operate in the feminine as I grab the titty. So I don't want you talking to me like a bruh. Don't talk to me like no motherfucking bruh. I ain't for that shit. That's why I got bruhs. I got bruhs, you know what I'm saying? If you, like I said, like if you, let's say like you're a lesbian and you butch or something like that, you know what I mean? And we just talking, by all means, and that's you do that shit. But if you try to talk to me and you trying to be intimate, don't talk to me like Earl. No, don't talk to me like Larry. Don't talk to me like Greg. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me like, you know what I'm saying, Cynthia or Latoya, you know what I'm saying? Talk to me like a motherfucking lady. Talk to me like a woman. But I don't have no issues with a woman making the first move. I'm having fun with this. But I don't have an issue with a woman making the first move. Not at all. It's being able to pick up on cues and obviously honing into your masculine energy, maintaining eye contact, and allowing her that you see her. You know what I'm saying? If you're attracted. Now, if I ain't thinking about you, if you like, you know, Wanda and Living Color, I'm gonna act like I'm retarded or something, or just like, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm saying that to be funny, but like in a serious setting, I'm not gonna pay you no mind. I'm just not gonna respond to you with attraction. I'll have a conversation with you, but I am not going to show any signs of, girl, he into me. No, I'm not. I'm not into you. Actually, I'm into your girl because she's the feminine one that's with you. You know what I'm saying? You come over here looking like a sea donkey. As you know, it's funny because Jamie plays Wanda, and he also says sea donkey in the movie Booty Call, which I find still funny to this fucking day. Classic, cult classic. You know what I'm saying? Horrible movie, but it's classic. You know, to see it. Bernie Mac, J.B. Fox, Tommy Davidson, Tamala Jones, fine ass, Vivica Fox before all the surgery. You know what I mean? Cult classic. Definitely want to check that out. But women approaching me, making the first move. Yeah, be feminine. That's it. Just be feminine. Be feminine in your approach. Talk to me. Talk to me as if you value me. Don't talk to me as if you're trying to, if I'm trying to get your validation. Talk to me as if I'm human. You know what I mean? We can tell a woman she's beautiful all day long. But do you really see a woman? You know what I'm saying? For who she is. Do you value her? You gotta ask yourself these questions. Talk to a person. Engage with them. Connect with them on a spiritual level. You know what I mean? Look into their eyes. Literally let them know that you value them. If indeed you are attracted. You know what I mean? And the same for women. You know, when you holler at us, value men. Those are the women that's gonna win in today's society. I'm letting you know that shit right now. There's too much information going on in the manosphere. But the princess shit, or you thinking that, you know, a man is an accessory to you? No ma'am. Long term? No ma'am. We're not doing it. No ma'am. Not at all. Value. I'm less concerned about how many times you tell me you love me in a day. I'm more in tune to the fact of whether you value me or not. And same, you know, like for a woman, I'm sure. I imagine that you would rather be valued. I won't speak for you, but this is just my perspective, that I imagine you'd rather be valued than have somebody tell you they love you like 20 times in a fucking day and they count it. See, look, I said I love you in the morning, noon, when you was at the gym and all this other shit. Did you value me though? Do you value what I do, the things I like to do? Or do you want me to fit your idea of what you have of me? That's the question, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna have to ask. So that's just something to think about as you move forward in dating, conversation, whatever, with your friends and all that shit. But women approaching me, making the first move. Be feminine, and it's on. Do you like group activities or prefer doing things solo? Um, I used to really want to be a part of the in crowd. I really wanted to be validated, like especially once I left home. Even in high school, for sure, I definitely was trying to do anything that everybody else was doing, trying to be validated, trying to listen to every song, you know what I'm saying, that they knew so that I could be included in conversation, and learning football so that I can be included in conversations with the guys at work and all that. But honestly, I mean, it's great to do things with people. I'm all for that. But when I tell you, when you learn to become your best friend, and I've been really neglecting myself lately. I feel like that. I really feel like I've been neglecting myself. But I'm also in the process of doing some other shit, some goals I got going on. You dig? But I really have, I really enjoy solitude. I do. I enjoy going to do things alone. I love, like, I went to, here in Jacksonville, we have like I don't know, like a minor league hockey team or whatever. And I literally went there by myself and saw them do this long ass chant that they do. It literally is like a paragraph long chant that the fans do. Our Jacksonville fans do. It's too funny to even see this shit live and in color. You know what I'm saying? Going to dinner by yourself, going to the bar, sitting at the bar, and then engaging in random conversation with people. I've had when you go to the bar by yourself and you hear people in groups, people talk about some dumbass shit. Let me tell you, they talk about anything. You got men gossiping and shit. The beta behavior out of this fucking world is what, what I'm saying, I witnessed the last time I took myself out on what I consider to be like a me date. My daddy got me a Chili's gift card for Father's Day. So I went and sat at the bar, and I'm just listening. It's like 4 or 5 guys surrounding this one girl. And I'm sure she's already had a few drinks. She's slurring and stuff like that, but they just really just all in her face. I don't really think I'm not gonna assume anything. I'm just saying I'm giving you an observation. I'm not saying they trying to spit to her, but it just was like, all up in her face or whatever. And then like eventually they died down. It's like a crew. I think they worked together or something like that. But they was talking about another girl. The guys were talking about this other girl. Like, chatty patties is what Damon Dash calls it. Chatty patties. And just listening. And then they get on the subject of like Fast and the Furious and whatnot, and just like talking about the non-realistic shit. And I interjected into that conversation. Just again, this is what happens when you go out solo. You meet different people, and I talked about, because the girl was saying that it's not realistic what you see, and I was like, but would you go see the movie? Would you go see Fast and Furious if it was just slow and on 295 or slow? You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't go and you saw them doing shit that you would normally see on the road. You want to see something that's like made for, what I'm saying, like a movie. And then we got talking about the WNBA salary. The bartender, was like, that WNBA players are underpaid. I mean, you guys can leave your comments below, like I said, in the section below, in the comment section, about what you feel about the pay stuff. But it was an interesting conversation that we had. But again, I didn't go as a group. It was just me. and I enjoyed myself. And you know what I'm saying? Left there, probably never see these people again. I love those type of conversations. I love like the appreciation of conversation where I may never see you again, but right now in this moment, we are having some thought-provoking ass shit being talked about in this moment that we're having. And I live for those moments. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have many expectations. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have any expectations for that matter, purposely. But to engage with people from various backgrounds and have a conversation, allowing everybody to be heard, man, it's therapeutic. And we enjoy, I mean, we had a good conversation, you know what I'm saying, after that. I mean, it was surface level shit with WNBA and all that, but it was great to get everybody's take on it. Doing things in group activities. What I will say that I like to do as a group, and what I've done over the summer is I went with my family to SeaWorld. And that was dope. It was dope to go to SeaWorld as a family, as a group. Especially when you got the age ranges from like 8 to, you know what I'm saying, 60. You know what I'm saying? Like having that the various age groups, and then people that actually like to ride roller coasters and stuff like that. It's good. It's good when you do that. And it's fun. It's fun. Like group activities, like growing up. Group activity. We couldn't help but do fucking group activities. My grandmother has 6 kids, and some of them had multiple kids. It's just me and my brother. But, you know, we got cousins and shit, so everything's a fucking group activity, you know what I mean? So many of us that we become the entertainment. And it's when things are good and like, you know what I mean? Like I said, everybody on the same page that we just trying to have a good time. All right, what are we drinking? You know what I'm saying? Like as a family, sitting down on my grandma's deck, you know what I'm saying? Just drinking and having a good time, listening to good music. You know, we stay on that. We stay on our music tip. But like group activities like that, or going out with, you know, whenever I go home to like Miami and visit my family, you know what I mean? We'll step out. And it's a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll hit Wynwood, we'll hit, Blue Martini, you know what I'm saying? Free promotion for both of them down there, like in Miami, but we just enjoy ourselves. But I will say that the feeling that you get when you do something by yourself and you lose that anxiety, like, man, it just feels weird being out by yourself. And when you learn, like going to how I go to the beach and read, you know, I've talked about that many times on here, but that to me, that is ultimate peace. And I enjoy going with others, you know what I'm saying, to the beach and all that stuff, but there's nothing like the connection, the one-on-one connection with Oceana, you know what I mean? That's my girl, you know, like when I come to see her, you know, she take care of me. She take care of me mentally. She washes away all negativity. She washes away all toxicity that might be going through the mind, and allows me to clear my head on a lot of things, you know. But I enjoy those moments with, with the beach, with the ocean. Like solo, do I prefer? So like the question is, do I prefer group activities? Do I prefer solo? If I had to choose between the two of them, I'd probably say solo is probably like I'm more inclined to do. I'm okay with being alone. I've accepted that in many ways in my life. But I do appreciate when I'm invited somewhere and I'm able to be in the present moment with that particular group of people, you know what I'm saying? I've been fortunate enough to have people that want to do stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's just karaoke, whether it's sitting by the pool, whether it's going out having a drink, trivia nights, many things that Dave and Buster's, skating rinks, what else? Yeah, playing pool. I'll bust your ass. I will. I promise you, I'll bust your ass in pool. Darts. You might bust my ass in darts. I haven't played darts in like forever, and I still need to understand how that game works. But I mean, I enjoy myself. I do. Like when I'm not working on some kind of project, when I'm not trying to do another goal and all these things, yeah, it's nice to kind of chill with some folks that actually value you. Keyword value. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, much appreciated. So between the two, group activities or solo activities, I want to say that I love my solitude. Solitude is peaceful. Solitude allows you to deal with yourself. Solitude gives you strength. Yeah. I prefer doing things solo. Places I used to like to go to as a kid. My grandma's house, for that matter. Fuck what you heard, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Discovery Zone, Chuck E. Cheese, Dave and Buster's got a lot of fun, but there was nothing like being in the back room in my cousin's room playing video games from the time we arrived from the time we were leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, so say we get there on a Friday. We are playing Madden, NBA Live, NBA Jam, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Mortal Kombat, what else? Mario Kart, Mario World, take it back even further, Tecmo Bowl, Super Tecmo Bowl, Tecmo Wrestling, some other shit that we used to play. Oh, Mike Tyson Punch Out, Paperboy, Bump and Jump. Like, I can go on for days. Like, the games that we used to play was endless. That was all life to me. Like, the way that I see some kids today, like, having a video game addiction. We're just addicted to dopamine. And there was no more dopamine that I got than, you know what I'm saying, playing video games with my older cousin. I just wanted to be able to beat him. He was a challenge for me. He pushed me, you know what I'm saying, to be better at gaming. All my cousins, really, man. My cousins used to bust my ass, you know.